What's going on, guys? Alex here, back at you with another episode of Let's Look At, and today we're checking out the Azodin Kaos Pump. So the Azodin Kaos Pump, obviously from Azodin, is basically just the stock model $90 Chaos mechanical spider clone marker, basically just with a pump kit, as you can see there. They come in black and this little digital camo deal. So right off the bat, they're $180, and I think the really good place that this marker is at, I think $180 is fairly appropriate, because playing pump style is it's not for everybody. It's definitely a different style of play comparatively to regular woods ball or tourney ball, or whatever you're doing, whatever kind of gun you're using. That type of play is definitely pretty different from the style of play you get when you play pump. Personally, I don't play pump too much. Not really my deal. I don't play too much in the first place, but when I do, it's very rarely with a pump gun. But I do think that they did a fairly solid job coming out and coming up with this product, because getting into pump, a lot of people find out that it's either not for them, or they just don't have enough time to play anymore, or what have you. But either way, when you start getting into playing pump and you look at some of the other pump guns, you can really quickly end up spending a lot of money for the gun itself. The Empire Sniper at $420. Great pump gun, fantastic pump gun, comes with a barrel kit and everything. It's definitely not the most high end of pumps, but it's definitely better than the Chaos. But a lot of people start there just to try pump, and then they find out that they don't really care for the play style or what have you, and it's almost $500 just for the gun, just to go play a couple times and realize you don't like that style of play. Luckily enough, the resale value is usually okay, but it's really either that, you either build your own out of an old autococker, or you get one that's already made out of an autococker, or if you want to spend some really, really nice money, you go buy yourself a CCM, which you're looking upwards of, for a brand new one, you're looking easily upwards of $750. So for the really niche spot of letting people grab something brand new and try pump style play on the cheap, I think is really where the Chaos Pump comes in. It's at that price point where it's not really too big of a loss if you find out that it's not really your deal and you go to sell it. You can still usually sell these things for like $120, $150 and recoup most of your loss. Overall, it's definitely a really simple platform. Like I said earlier, it's a spider clone. So usually this would just be a cap up here on the regular Chaos, and it would just be a mechanical, semi-auto marker. Extremely basic, simple. You can't really do much to it. With the Azodin markers over something like a spider, and obviously it's kind of transfers over into a little bit of nice perks for their pump gun here. You do get a real high pressure regulator, which is really, really nice. You also get the ability to have standard threading for your barrel, so you can go grab yourself something halfway decent. You can go grab a freak barrel or something, or just a nicer barrel than the stock piece barrel, because Azodin uses autococker threading on their guns, whereas obviously being a spider clone, spiders use spider threads. So it is a nice cheap way to get into it, with kind of the same perks that you get from a lot of the mainstream companies with their markers. Real HPRs, autococker threads, so you can use a barrel that you already have probably, or something like that. Other than that, frame's really simple. It's just a sear tripper. It's got space for 2 fingers, although you really don't need that with a pump gun. So you can really go either way with it. It's not a super big deal. The feed neck up top is a twist locking feed neck, so you can it usually accommodates pretty much anything. Normal gravity round hoppers lock in here pretty well, as far as I understand. Every time I've tried it, works fine. You don't get an on-off or anything like that. It's just a standard standard screw-in ASA. but the bolt pattern on the bottom is standard as far as industry standards go, so you can swap that out with an on-off if you want. The bolt, very simple, just a standard mechanical stack tube bolt. You can get, I think there are a couple aftermarket bolts you can get for the Azodin line, Tech T or whatever. Although I really don't think you need anything like that. You know, the barrel, for what it is, you know, it's probably a very, very big bore, you know, just coming stock out of the box, so you're probably going to want to swap that at some point. Other than that, the pump action, the pump handle, the spring is actually fairly nice. It's actually a fairly comfortable pump. You know, it's definitely got a lot more force involved with it than, say, like a CCM kit on an autococker, or even, you know, the Sniper or real CCM. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more force, but the action itself is quite smooth. So, you know, it's definitely, you know, not the greatest pump kit in the world, but I think it actually does the job very, very well, all considering this is a $180 gun. You know, other than that, just your standard one guide rod connecting to the sled that goes underneath the bolt. And they were an issue with the first generation of these. However, that was a long time ago. This is since fixed, and this is now a titanium rod. So you're not going to break that or anything. It's really sturdy. Nothing's going to happen to it. Standard macro fittings, so you can swap out and go with a different HPR if you want to try and get some better results and better, you know, either better efficiency, which you really don't have to worry about with a pump gun, but just like better consistency out of your regulation system, stuff like that. Standard detents right here on the sides, you know, just little screw-on eye plates and little rubber finger detents. Other than that, there's really there's not too much to talk about. It's a very, very simple marker at $180. It's a great way to get into pump and try pump without forking out a ton of money. And I think they hit it pretty well here with the Azodin Kaos Pump. Yeah, that's about it. Just a quick review. Very, very simple. You know, if you're looking to try pump, I definitely recommend grabbing one of these for sure. I would have no problem recommending that for someone who's looking to get into it, you know, to save them money. Maybe in the long run if they decide they don't like it. So yeah, I really like it. I think they did a good job with it, and I really have no honest complaints about it. You know, so 180 bucks. Obviously, these are available here and online on our web store, bbwarehouse.com. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate if you hit that like button. It really helps out the channel a lot. And that's all I got for you guys for now, so I will see you next time.